We were looking for a solution that it wasn't just a system, it was a relationship that we needed to kind of foster, and that ongoing support was essential. I love being able to come here most days to do my job. It's around 800 years old, 800 plus years old. So in terms of making sure it's sufficiently, well sounded, is that a word? Like well amplified for our services and for all the different expressions of stuff that we have going on here, it's been a challenge.
Holy Trinity put out a tender that was a process that invited multiple people to come and quote to a brief, and the brief was quite detailed and quite well written. We ended up winning that tender and delivering the new sound system here at Holy Trinity.
We often have services where we have a full band kind of leading the sung worship aspect. We will also have the choir, the organ, so we kind of needed a system that would accommodate a whole host of things, as well as the classic, vicar standing at the front, leading a service, delivering a sermon. So we needed something versatile enough to kind of meet that need. We were throwing a lot at NoiseBoys, saying, this is what we need to cover, and they responded to it very well.
I think probably the biggest challenge in any of these type of installations is the heritage nature of the building. This is one of the most visited churches in the country because Shakespeare is buried here and was baptised here. So there's a huge amount of tourism coming through, and it's Grade 1 listed building. So the first consideration with any of these systems is, what does it look like from a heritage point of view? What does it look like from a user point of view in a heritage setting? And what does it look like from a kind of vision point of view for where the church wants to be heading as a community as well?
So I've loved using the Q6. Actually, it's all that we needed. It's more than we need as well. It's super user-friendly. I find it quite intuitive to use. And with everything that you need kind of laid out in front of you, it provides that level of confidence for other members of the team that aren't comfortable or confident with sound. So it just helps.
They wanted to be able to use a desk for people who knew how to use a desk. But during the week, when it's just volunteer run and they have some microphones used and a bit of music playing in the background, they wanted a very simple system.
We've got this wonderful tablet solution where people can literally just tap what they want, close off areas of the church in terms of its speakers and what's covered, turn them off so that we're not disturbing the tourists as they're coming through and hearing more about the history of the place. But just making it really simple, just to put on a CD or connect a phone to play music, because for a lot of people that are supporting us throughout the week, they don't need to know how to work a full desk. They just need to know how to get the music going, and that's about it. We needed something that would accommodate everything we need to do, but also something that's future-proof as well. Certainly in terms of the Electro Voice speakers, they make what we do just sound so much better, but also really accessible. For the people that can cope with what they deliver and those who need to use the hearing loop, everything is accommodated. And sure starting that is working is that everyone seems to be happy with it. So what more can you want?
I'm really pleased with the way it's been installed. I'm pleased with the end result. Well, I'm most pleased, obviously, with the fact that the church are really pleased. And we got instant, really good feedback from week 1 of using it. And we were here to support the first few services and got some really good comments after the services from the congregation who've been here for a long time and suffering an old system for a long time. And they were really complimentary about the new. So that's really what, if they're happy, I'm happy in many respects, and they certainly are. So it's been a great result.
Even for me, the first Sunday we had the system in place, I was leading a service, and just hearing people's feedback and encouragement after, it was night and day. All of a sudden we had a system that just really worked for us, that was able to engage people, nothing was lost. And yeah, quite selfishly as a communicator, I can add a bit of colour and not worry about whether people are still following along with me. People are still with me, so that's given me a huge amount of confidence ever since.